watched Indiana in the second quarter shoot it at an 80% clip, and they picked up where they left off. Siakam.
It's the improvement on the defense that has changed for me.
We're still awaiting official word from the Cavs on Donovan Mitchell's status as Max Strus hits a corner. Discrepancy in the shooting numbers so far here in Game 4. Just staggering. Todd Jerome left wide open. Maybe the first defensive breakdown.
A few uncontested shots we've seen. But again, defensively there, that's just...
Corner by Siakam. Here comes Siakam all the way to the rack.
Then the Cavs.
Evan Mobley having to work awfully hard. Offensive rebound, they get it to Jerome from deep, and he hits. 7 of 24 from 3. Neesmith. Yes. Shot clock at 4. Garland has to work quickly. Underneath, boy, pretty left-handed scoop as he worked against Turner for Game 5 on Tuesday night in a potential closeout situation for the Pacers. Max Strus coming back door. Nice setup that time by Garland. Evan Mobley finds a spot, and Mobley cans his second year. And Greg, they are potentially one win away from getting back to the conference finals. They think they put the finishing touches on the Cavs. Siakam.
Pacers just really getting whatever they want here offensively.
That ends a 9-0 Cleveland run. Mobley
Forced Cleveland come out and play the way they did in that first half.
TJ McConnell, magnificent in the opening half, and he's not done yet. McConnell's got 6 points and 5 assists. Here comes Garland trying to pick up some of the scoring slack now without Mitchell. Got 15 for the Cavs.
We talked about both teams, a lot of depth, but it's been the Pacers bench. Papa misses there, Siakam there to clear it up. Their terrific job of understanding how to build around their best player. That's the key. I mean, they've got great personnel to complement Tyrese Halliburton. Credit them for the improvement defensively.
Toppin taking a bump underneath.
Elevated them to an elite level.
At the All-Star break, Indiana was bottom half of the league in defense, and since the break, they've been top 10. As Jared just alluded to, and that a bigger reason as any why this has been a top 5 team in the NBA over the last 3 months.
And so we're talking concepts, and even defensively this last possession, they understand rotations. They know where they're supposed to be based on where the ball is on the floor. Like, they have great awareness on both sides of the ball. They just really create a lot of problems for the opponent.
This 3 from Merrill. Wade got the offensive rebound, gets a shot. And it just has not been Cleveland's night. 8 of 27 from downtown. As we come up on the final 2 minutes of the quarter. Toppin. And Greg, the relentlessness with which Indiana is playing just will not cease. You know, we see teams build big leads and blow them all the time. They have not taken their foot off the pedal at any point.
And I think that's a great point you make, Spiro. You know, they're not playing the score. They're playing the game. And that's really important because you don't, as we talked about with Cleveland, right? This second half is important. They're trying to get their rhythm and get ready for Game 5. And if you're the Pacers, you don't want to give them any confidence. You don't want to allow them to feel good about themselves. And that's why they stay relentless in their attack. It has been an impressive performance for Rick Carlisle and his group.
You know, the casual NBA fan who maybe didn't watch a lot of games during the regular season just can't appreciate how consistently elite Cleveland was this season. As this is going to go back to the Cavs. Cleveland started the year with 15 straight wins. It was one of 3 different winning streaks that they had this year of at least 12 games. That's unbelievable, including a franchise best 16-game winning streak second half of the season. They just haven't had many nights like this And you're suddenly staring down the barrel of a 3-1 series deficit. And what was just a remarkable regular season potentially going up in smoke.
Yeah, and they have really dominated all phases. Shepard there, great defense, forcing that turnover and then the foul to boot. And one of the issues for Cleveland also, their starters were not great tonight, but they haven't gotten the kind of production from their bench that we had seen coming into this series, right? Ty Jerome has really struggled offensively. DeAndre Hunter has not had the kind of impact they need from him coming off that bench. So the injuries as well. And it's not an excuse. The Pacers have just been the better team. They just have. But this Cavs team has not played the way we saw them play during the regular season.
Darius Garland going glass. And now it looks like Rick Carlisle is going to take a timeout as Darius Garland has scored the last 10 points for Cleveland. Late stages, third quarter on TNT. It is hard to believe at this point as we play with 95 seconds left in the third quarter. And just to make matters worse for Cleveland, with that game 5 looming back in their place on Tuesday night, Donovan Mitchell likely done for the night. Officially doubtful with what the Cavs are calling an ankle injury. Oh boy, does that loom large for Tuesday.